I was praying that the Lord would give me an opportunity so I could get excited about life.
We consider Amway as our answered prayer.
Sabi ko, oo, dahil ako may pangarap.
If you build right yung business, meron kang ongoing income.
A business opportunity secure your future.
The greatest contribution of Amway is really the intangibles in terms of attitude and mindset.
My goal is to become a full-time mom. I was able to do that because I can give time.
Nabigyan namin ng magandang future yung mga anak namin.
Siguro yung greatest contribution ng Amway in my life is Amway let me retire early.
So the more na tumagal sa business, the more na-appreciate ko.
For me, it allowed me to visualize and to create that vision to a reality.
Time, I only wanted extra 2,000 pesos.
We were able to help of people.
To help us grow to a better person.
Amway also gave me that financial help.
To celebrate success and encourage each other.
Being with Amway, siya na nagbayad lahat ng income ng Amway, siya na nagbayad lahat ng tuition, lahat ng bills.
So it has given us those dreams of education, food.
As you journey, building the business and achieving, wow.
You are happy and you really enjoy what you're doing. You don't want to retire, actually.
If you put your hands and commitment into it, then it will move forward.
101% positive and enthusiastic now because of Amway. Just give this business a chance because you don't know the opportunity that you have in your hands.
Just get in the water because you cannot say no to something that you have not had any experience.
Titigil hanggang hindi ko maabot yung nais ko. Hindi dapat sumuko sa laban.
Ayaw tayo!
High five muna tayo.
Piyong-piyang.
Yeah. Bato, bato.
Ano din alaga mo?
I won't just spend to buy Lotto.
Hello, Patty. Happy
birthday to you.
Yay!
Smile. ZYX.
WBQ product mo, di si Alan.
Ano pala yung sinayaw natin?
Lulugod ang mga ala!
I was praying that the Lord would give me an opportunity so I could get excited about life.
We consider business as our answered prayer.
Sabi ko, oo, dahil ako may pangarap.
If you build right yung business, meron kang ongoing income.
A business opportunity secure your future.
The greatest contribution of Amway is really the intangibles in terms of attitude and mindset.
My goal is still to become a full-time mom. And I was able to do that because I can give time.
Nabigyan namin ng magandang future yung mga anak namin.
Siguro yung greatest contribution ng Amway in my life is Amway let me retire early.
So the more na tumagal ako sa business, the more na-appreciate ko siya.
For me, it allowed me to visualize and to create that vision into a reality.
At that time, I only wanted an extra 2,000 pesos.
We were able to help a lot of people.
To help us grow to a better person.
They also gave me that financial help.
Celebrate success and encourage each other.
Being with Amway, siya na Nagbayad lahat ng income ng amo. Siya na nagbayad lahat ng tuition, lahat ng bills.
So it has given us those dreams of education, food.
As you journey, building the business, achieving, wow.
You are happy, and if you really enjoy what you're doing, you don't want to retire actually.
If you put your hands and commitment to it, then it will move forward.
101% positive, enthusiastic now because of Amway. Just give this business a chance because you don't know the opportunity that you have in your hands.
Just get in the water because you cannot say no to something that you have not had any experience.
Titigil hanggang hindi ko abot yung nais ko. Talagang hindi dapat sumuko sa laban.
Ayaw tayo! Ba yan?
High five muna tayo.
Ito, tik! Piyong-piyang.
Yeah. Oh, bato, bato!
Ano talaga mo?
I won't spend to buy lotto.
Yay!
Smile! ZYXWVQ.
Product mo, pwede si Alan.
Ano pala yung sinayaw natin?
I was praying that the Lord would give me an opportunity so I could get excited about life.
We consider Amway business as our answered prayer.
Sabi ko, oo, dahil ako may pangarap.
If you build right yung business, meron kang ongoing income.
A business opportunity, secure your future.
Greatest contribution of Amway is really the intangibles in terms of attitude and mindset.
My goal is still to become a full-time mom. And I was able to do that because I can give time.
Nabigyan namin ng magandang future yung mga anak namin.
Siguro yung greatest contribution ng Amway in my life is Amway let me retire early.
So the more na tumagal ako sa business, the more na na-appreciate ko siya.
For me, it allowed me to visualize and to create that vision into a reality.
At that time, I only wanted an extra 2,000 pesos.
We were able to help a lot of people.
To help us grow to a better person.
Amway also gave me that financial help.
To celebrate success and encourage each other.
Being with Amway, siya na nagbayad lahat ng income ng Amway. Siya na nagbayad lahat ng tuition, lahat ng bills.
So it has given us those dreams of education, food.
As you journey, building the business and achieving, wow.
You are happy, and if you really enjoy what you're doing, you don't want to retire actually.
If you put your hands and commitment into it, then it will move forward.
101% positive and enthusiastic now because of Amway. Just give this business a chance because you don't know the opportunity that you have in your hands.
Just get in the water because you cannot say no to something that you have not had any experience.
Titigil hanggang hindi ko abot yung nais ko. Talagang hindi dapat sumuko sa laban.
Ayaw tayo! Ba yan?
High five muna tayo.
Ito, tik! Piyong-piyang.
Yeah. Oh, bato, bato!
Ano din yung alaga mo?
I won't spend to buy lotto.
Hello, Patty. Happy
birthday to you.
Yay!
Smile. ZYXWVQ.
Product mo o pwede si Alan?
Ano pala yung sinayaw natin?
Lulubot ang mga tala! Hello and good evening, everyone, or good morning, Amway Philippines. Can you hear me clearly po? Can you give a thumbs up if you can hear me loud and clear? Kumusta naman po ang ating mga Amway business owners? Ayan, thank you very much, Miss Leslie. Thank you for that, Miss Luisa. All right, so it's good to see everybody again online. Let me know where you're learning from right now. Meron ba tayong mga bagong attendees? I hope you've also encouraged your downlines, especially the new ABOs. This is basically for them to attend our training today. This is a very interesting topic because, as you can see, even in the video that we've shown in the beginning, it's all about sharing your stories. So good evening, everyone. And we're also live on Facebook, so you can share the link from Zoom, and you can also share the Facebook link. Our Facebook page is Amway Philippines Training para po maraming maka-attend ng training natin and they will learn from this course as well. So my name is Clancy and I'm one of the senior training specialists of Amway Philippines. It's good to see everybody. And welcome to our selling through storytelling training. So before we start, I would like to remind everybody that if you have your mics turned on, kindly put it on mute. Ayan. So that we will not have any distractions during the training. And of course, if you have questions along the way, you can always utilize the chat box. And we will answer that most probably right after the presentation. Okay. All right. So what is this course all about? I'm sure some of you siguro naka-attend na nito and yung ibang how to start selling courses natin. So besides resonating with a prospect or a customer on a deeper level, storytelling is also an opportunity for ABOs to be creative with explaining the features and benefits of Amway products and of course bring some personality to what they are selling. Ayaw naman natin na sobrang hard sell lang tayo. We want it to be, we want it to resonate as something that is beneficial for the customers or yung mga magiging prospects natin, di ba? So this course aims to teach new ABOs especially, kaya kung may mga bago kayong ABOs sa team ninyo, please encourage them to join this training. We will show them the basic techniques on crafting and utilizing storytelling or story sharing to strengthen the brand and connect with customers offline and even online. Di ba hybrid na tayo ngayon? We don't just do the business offline, we also do it online para mas malawak na yung reach natin. All right, so this course is actually the 4th program in how to start selling courses. So we have 6 different training programs for how to start selling. We have the why selling. We also have the how to approach a new customer. I'm sure some of you, especially the new ones, would want to join that as well. And also we have starting with brand differentiators. Syempre, dapat alam natin kung ano yung mga benefits and features na nakakalamang pagdating sa Amway products, right? And also, this one, the course that we are going to talk about right now, selling through storytelling. And we also have how to start selling to a small group. So, you know, as an Amway business owner, lalo na yung matagal na dito, I'm sure alam po ninyo na yung journey on becoming successful in this business will actually start with, you know, a small group, right? And then you will grow your business as your group or as your team grows as well. So let's look at some of the research that we had before proceeding with our topic. So before we start digging on the importance of storytelling in selling, let's look at the findings of the MTM, or Modernizing the Message research. So this is a research conducted by Amway, and Amway conducted global research with prospects, skeptics, kasama syempre yung mga skeptics, di ba? Para alam natin kung ano yung iniisip nila. And ABOs in multiple waves throughout 2018 and 2019. So the research was conducted in 7 different markets. Ano ba yung nakita natin? Or ano ba yung na-find out natin? So, do you know that the MTM research found that leading with product is what establishes credibility for business opportunity. So dapat tayo mismo alam natin kung paano mag-present ng product. Also, 3 out of 4 concerns and questions from new customers are about the products. Di ba? So hindi tayo dapat mag-offer lang ng business tapos wala tayong knowledge about the products. We have to be ready about that kasi yung mga customers natin will definitely, 3 out of 4 will ask about the product. So globally, when you talk about product first and take time to understand the consumer's needs, you build a connection with the customer or the consumer that you later can grow and develop into a potential business opportunity. So people want to know what they are representing or selling before you go into detail on the business opportunity. Diba? Mas gusto nilang unang malaman, ano bang meron sa Amway? Ano ba yung products na binibenta nyo? Before nila gustong malaman kung paano maging successful sa business. So, I'm sure you've heard me mention product. You may be asking, why do we start with product? Eh, gusto nga namin yung opportunity, yung i-share namin sa kanila. So when talking about products, people want to hear how you can help them solve their problems, yung mga daily needs lang nila, di ba? Or fulfill the need rather than about how long have you been with Amway? Hindi masyadong nagre-ring ng bell yun sa kanila. So if you start conversation with Amway business opportunity right away, ang tendency, magle-lead naman yan to no response kasi parang, parang kinausap lang pala ako nito or nakipag-meet lang pala siya sa akin para present ng business, right? So parang mawawala agad yung kanilang interest. And at best, or it might create a negative reaction at worst. So this may not be the best way to connect. So you want to start with the products, right? So at dito tayo papasok with the storytelling. We don't want to just present the features and the benefits. We want to present how the products changed our lives as well. So now let's also see findings from MTM, which we conducted here in the Philippines. So prospects are not very familiar with our products and or our brand. Diba? Hindi tayo naglalagay ng billboards as much. Wala tayong advertisement sa mga television. And they look to Amway business owners like yourselves for specific information on products and the business opportunity. So as Amway business owners, especially if you have been here for more than a year, dapat knowledgeable na tayo sa product. Especially if you're already starting to build your business and you already have that goal, dapat knowledgeable na tayo about the products and about the business itself. Prospects only want information that connects to their wants, their desires, and also their concerns. Kasi pag wala namang bearing sa kanila or wala namang magiging effect sa buhay nila, then that's something that you don't want. Lalo ngayon, di ba, we want to be practical kung saan tayo nagsispend. Make sure the points that you share are relevant to them. Dapat nako-connect din sa kung ano yung lifestyle nila, sa kung ano yung kailangan nila. So the findings here in the Philippines is consistent with the findings from other markets as well. Again, prospects are not very familiar with our products and our brands. Therefore, through selling, we can introduce our products to them. And one of the ways to introduce our products is through storytelling. Diba, what's the best way to introduce something than your own experience with it? Diba? For example, I'm not sure if you had an experience with, makeups. Pag nakita nila sa'yo, and you look good with it, pwedeng magtanong sila, oy, Ano yung ginagamit mo ngayon? And then you can start your story from there. Tapos makikita mo, the next day, binili na rin nila yung specific makeup na yon, right? So if our ABOs are, for example, constantly wearing artistry and your prospects will see that you look good with it, then, you know, you can build your story from there. We will have some examples about that later on during the presentation. Masyado ako naging excited sa storytelling. So storytelling or story sharing is a very powerful tool in selling. I'm sure some of our Amway business owners, especially the ones who's been in the business for a long time, meron na talaga silang mga stories na kahit paulit-ulit nilang sinasabi, napapawaw talaga yung mga prospects or mga customers nila. So stories are 22 times more memorable than facts and figures alone. Sino ba dito sa atin? Meron ba? In the chat, meron ba dito sa atin yung gusto lang makinig ng statistics or ng facts or ng numbers compared to listening to someone sharing her life story or her life success? Diba? I'm sure most of us here, we would rather listen to someone's happy story or success story rather than looking at the statistics or the facts, right? Our neural activity increases 5 times when we are listening to a story. Parang lahat ng senses natin nabubuhay pag merong nagkukwento, di ba? Pwedeng ang nagkukwento, they will take it in a happy or a fun manner, or pwedeng, you know, in a serious manner, or probably in a thrilling manner. It's different. But the thing is, pag may nagkukwento, nandun yung focus natin. Yung mga senses natin or mga neurons natin na-activate. Right? Storytelling lights up the sensory cortex in the brain. Did you know that? Allowing the listener to feel, to hear, even to taste, and even smell the story. So, di ba, kung magaling kayong magkwento, kung magaling kayong magtahi ng mga events in your life, and you make it something, you know, that's awesome pag narinig ng mga listeners natin, then, you know, you can be successful in introducing the Amway business or the products that we have in this business as well. So storytelling is not something new to Amway. We have a lot of stories that we have shared here in the Amway business. Do you also know that storytelling was used by our founders, Rich DeVos and Jay Van Andel? They started with a soap business by telling stories, and they went from door to door and told people their stories about Amway products and their vision of helping people live better lives through a business opportunity. Hindi naman sila kaagad-agad na nag-present in a big crowd. Right? They started with their family members and they went door to door and they just, you know, shared their story to other people until Amway grew as big as it is now. So the idea connected with people from all walks of life with a common thread of wanting to achieve more. And this thread is universal, regardless of the culture, the heritage, the race, and nationality. Everyone wants a better life for themselves and their family. Right? If you hear your grandparents tell a story about how their lives were before and how they worked through everything that you have now, di ba masyadong amazing? So you can make your story like that as well for people to actively connect and listen to you. So what's the art of storytelling? Think of a time when someone told you a really, really good story. Meron ba? Can you kasi if it's a story, if it's told via a story or shared via a story, tendency is you will remember something about that. Even now, you may remember many of the details. Kung hindi man yung, you know, per se, kung paano niya sinabi, may mga details ka na maaalala. And, you know, that can spark a memory. Like, if it's a happy memory, or kung, o kaya nakakatakot yung time na yon, o kaya that's something that you want to share, or, you know, something to tell the kids. May mga ganun tayong mga stories, right? The Amway business is all about telling stories or sharing your stories and establishing relationships. Storytelling is a powerful tool in your selling toolbox. You have to have that. You have to be able to remember your stories of success. Kasi magagamit natin yan in introducing the business to other people or introducing the products to other people. Stories, much more than facts and figures, can capture customers' interest and attention. And you can sell anything to anyone by telling great stories. So ngayon siguro nag-iisip na kayo, paano nga ba ako nagsimula sa Amway? Right? Nag-iisip na kayo, paano ko ba na-achieve yung platinum level? Paano ko ba na-achieve? Let's start with bronze. Paano ko ba na-achieve yung silver and gold level? Paano ba ako naging emerald? For our diamonds, how did you become diamonds? I'm sure you went through a lot. I'm sure there are a lot of stories, amazing stories, you know, struggles in between, right? And masarap pakinggan yon. Masarap pakinggan pag yung kwento personal, right? Mas nakikinig tayo sa nagkukwento, tapos may emotion, rather than sa just yung nagre-report or nagpe-present, kagaya ko. Mas gusto nating pakinggan yung nagkukwento ng life stories nila and life success nila, right? So, last time we discussed ways how we can approach a new customer. So that's the course prior to this one, right? So using what you have learned from the customer, now is the time that you learn to share your personal story to introduce the product to the customer. So di ba nagsimula tayo in, you know, getting to know your customers, letting them talk, getting to know their concerns, o kaya ano yung need nila, and then we find the triggers para alam natin kung ano yung i-share naman natin sa kanila. So why do we need personal stories? Stories can help create a personal connection with a customer. So when you share how the product help you build the product credibility, of course, kasi nakikita nila na it's working for you, and show how it can help them as well. Kaya importante that we listen to what the customer needs para swak na swak din yung i-share natin na product tsaka story. Di ba? Parang magko-connect siya, hindi disconnect. Right? We took the learnings from MTM and put together a simple way to create product stories that have the best chance of connecting with customers. So to connect to the customer and establish trustful relationship, because a customer, of course, is your potential Amway business owner, right? So we want that connection to be genuine. We want that connection to be also relevant to the customers. So why is connecting to people and understanding the customer so emphasized? So it's because, you know, communication is at the heart of every interaction. It's very important, no, to keep the relationship. We have to keep the communication. Now, what about customer? What do you think are the consequences of miscommunication between you and the customers who want to buy Amway products from you? So they may end up with a product they don't need, or may simply not buy the product at all. Pag hindi nako-connect yung, I mean, if we did not listen to their need and we just shared a story, that's not relevant to them. That is why we created a solution to help you with some ideas on how to connect with people. So the ABO and customer relationship will be the foundation to our business. So building a strong relationship is very important, right? So unahin natin yung needs ni customer before our intentions, right? So from our research and learnings around the world, we wanted to share with you some of those to enable you to put them into your business. So by connecting to your customer, you may potentially be able to sell more products, and ultimately achieve your greater business goal. So we will provide detailed description and practical tactics to creating these impactful product stories. So to help you visualize how the impactful stories came to life, please take a look at the graph on this slide. Nakikita ba natin yan? So in general, this graph means that by addressing customers' existing need or needs, which can be a need or a want, and by relating to them through sharing your personal experience with the product, you can create an impactful story that will aid in building trust and in selling the products, right? So if you know the needs of your customers and you connect your story with that, what the tendency is yung customer would think na, oh, this person is actually after my welfare. Kumbaga, nakikinig talaga siya kung ano yung kailangan ko. Kaya ito yung sinishare niya. So you see the customer's need is at the top layer, right? So that's the customer need. And that is because their need should be the key factor in your story. So ito yung magiging trigger natin para makapag-share tayo ng story na related dun sa shinare ng customer natin. So your story needs to support their need in order to build a connection and make it resonate with them with the product that they need as well, right? Okay, so again, customer need, tapos your ABO story will follow, and then you will be able to create an impactful story. So own your story. Dapat it's not made up, right? Hindi gawa-gawa lang o hindi siya imagination. It has to be your story. The best stories briefly highlight how a product satisfied your need, but also provide a connection to how the benefits of the product can solve problems of the customer that you're talking to. So your authentic story will engage customers into your story. Again, kailangan authentic. Kailangan totoo, hindi siya made up, right? When you own your product story, it is not only clear in your head, but has heart kasi you actually went through it and will make an impact on others. So when you are creating your own personal product story, first, you have to know the product, and dapat you already experienced the product. That means you need to use the product, have your personal impressions, and understand its benefits. Di ba ang hirap naman pong magkukwento tayo sa kanila about pursue, pero hindi pa naman natin nasubukan. Hindi naman natin alam kung ano yung magiging benefit sana sa atin. Ang hirap yun i-explain. Pag sabihin niya na, you know, I want a house that's free of virus and mga ganon. Tapos hindi naman tayo makakapag-share ng pursue kasi wala tayong alam doon. So gumawa-gawa na lang tayo ng kwento. Malalaman yun ng customer natin pag hindi genuine yung kwento natin. O kaya pag gawa-gawa lang natin yun, right? Also, if you don't have, for new Amway business owners, if you don't have that experience yet, syempre siguro bago pa lang, no? Mga ilang months pa lang siya, hindi niya pa nasubukan lahat ng products, then you can probably share the experience that was shared to you by your upline or, you know, by a team member. So I know this person, and then you can share his story kasi ikaw mismo hindi mo pa nasubukan. So it's best if you have tried the product first before you even make your story about it kasi para meron kang personal experience. Then create your personal story. Let them know that you have used the product. Ayan, pag nagamit na natin. Experiencing the product yourself is essential because it makes your story more sincere and believable. Sabi ko nga, pag gawa-gawa lang, malalaman natin, di ba? Isang tingin lang sa mata ay hindi. Nagsisinungaling to. Alam natin agad. And keep it brief and simple. Wala nang masyadong paligoy-ligoy. Remember, this is a conversation and not a presentation, right? Make sure that the story is relevant to the customer by sharing how the product's main benefit met your specific need. So ano ba yung need mo na nako-connect dun sa need ng customer, right? And you can share the experience from there and solve a similar problem that you had or similar, yung mga similarities ng situation na sinishare ng customer. So make sure to acknowledge any initial doubts you had. Dapat honest din tayo na dati, you know, I was also hesitant to try this product because yan. And of course, you share that, you share your initial doubts, and of course, your findings, right? How did you overcome those doubts, right? Ano yung naging experience mo after? Doing this can help you further understand what is important to them regarding products and how your experience may answer some of their concerns. Kasi baka yun din yung may hesitation din sila pareho sa inyo. Or yun din yung question nila tapos biglang nasagot mo na because you were honest about your first opinion or your initial opinion about it. Tapos nakita nyo na ito pala yung result. So it changed my mind. Now I'm actually loving the product, right? Now what makes a good story? Okay, so every good story has three parts. The beginning or the introduction. It presents the background or the setting. often describing the problem. So dito kayo magsisimula mag-share kung ano yung mga naging challenge, ano yung naging doubts, ano yung mga naging conflicts, and there's the middle. So the narrator attempts to solve the problem. Ito na yung process on how you used it or how you started using the product, address the challenge or resolve the conflict. And you also have the end or the resolution. So beginning, the middle, and the end or the resolution. It tells the outcome or the resolution of the attempts to solve the problem and address the challenge or resolve the conflict. So you start with, this is what I felt before, or these were my doubts before I used this product. Pero nung ginamit ko na siya, ganito yung ginawa ko. And then with the resolution, so what happened was, ito yung nagiging result. So, you know, you be honest as well if you're happy with it, if you're not happy with it, kasi makikita nila yon. But I'm sure, you know, with the satisfaction guarantee, all the Amway business owners who's been here in the business for a while are all satisfied with our Amway products, right? And next, ayan, so nauna na naman ako sa sarili ko. Let's start with the beginning. So the three parts of the story are described, right, in the following examples. So you present the background or setting, and you describe a problem, a challenge, or a conflict. So I began to notice, for example, ito artistry. I began to notice that visible wrinkles, dullness, and darkened eyes were appearing around my eyes. Siguro mga late 30s to early 40s. Yan. I wanted to do something to keep my eyes looking fresh and young. Tapos, we go to the middle part of the story. So, dito, we attempt to solve the problem and we address the challenge or resolve the conflict. So, you can say, I have tried many other skincare solutions. I'm sure makaka-relate kayo, right? Ang dami-dami na nating na-try na brand. Sinubukan ko na yung iba't ibang mga brands. Pero wala, nothing gave me the results I was looking for. Hindi sila umeffect sa akin eh. Parang lalo pa nga akong nagka-eye bags or lalo pang naging dark yung under eyes ko. Parang ganyan. I mean, if you can share your story in the vernacular, in your own dialect where you are, di ba? Siyempre, mas makaka-relate yung tao kesa i-English natin like the example. So, gagawin ko siyang Filipino and English at the same time. So, you know, for the benefit of our international Amway business owners as well. So, you can say na sinubukan ko na yung iba-ibang brand pero wala eh. Hindi ko talaga nahanap yung hinahanap ko or yung result na gusto ko. And then, finally, I learned about artistry. The Suprema X, sabihin natin. I learned about the artistry Suprema X eye cream from a fellow business owner. Or you can say, you know, if you are not yet a business owner when you learned about it, na, you know, inintroduce siya sa akin ng, sister-in-law ko, ganyan. So she told me and that she had begun using this Supreme LX product, which helped act up to 15 years younger. So parang, di ba, pag narinig ko, that's something that I want to try, 15 years younger. Tapos, after that is the end and the resolution. So it tells the outcome or the resolution of the attempts pag nasubukan nyo na. So ano yung mga naging outcome? If it solved the problem or addressed the challenge or it resolves the conflict. So you can say, nakita ko agad yung changes sa under eyes ko, right? I noticed the benefit all around my eyes within days. So meron nga nagsasabing with Suprema Lex na, you know, just overnight may nakita agad akong difference. But you know, if you want to be more practical about it, you know, after using it for 2 weeks, I saw the difference from before. I actually took a picture of the before and after para makita mo, parang ganon, diba? Iba din yun pag meron kang prop or meron ka pang additional na tool in your story, di ba? Pag may visual silang nakikita, that's something that can add to, you know, the genuineness of it. So I couldn't believe how many people commented on the difference in my appearance. So you can say, nung nakita ako ulit ng sister-in-law ko, napansin niya talaga na nag-brighten na yung under eyes ko, or you know, nawala na yung dullness and dryness under my eyes. So there, right? So you have to have the beginning, the middle, and the end. Dapat meron talagang, you know, meron talagang resolution, merong after effect yung story natin kasi yun yung gusto nilang marinig, right? So what makes a good story? Again, your personal connection will be most effective if it is first true. So your story must be true to have the best effect. Agree? Dapat totoo. So the customer will know if you are making it up. Mapapansin natin yon pag gawa-gawa lang yung kwento. And you will lose credibility. You know, siguro at first, people will believe you, or some people will believe you, but in the long run, they will find out that you're just making it up just to be able to get the sales, or just to be able to have someone sign up under you, right? So you have to be true about your story. It has to be truthful. And personal. Yan, personal. So the story must be about you, the business owner. Unless, sabi ko nga, pag bago pa lang kayo and you have not tried all of the products yet, then you can, you know, ask your mentor, or you can ask your upline if you can use their story to be able to talk about a specific product. So when you open up yourself to your customers or to your prospect, he or she will do the same, right? Pag nakita nila yung na genuine ka, pag nakita nila na totoo ka pagdating sa mga kwento mo, then they will find you trustworthy, right? So yun na yung time na mag-open up na rin sila about their needs, about their life experiences. Then you can find out more about how to help, or on how to help the customer or the prospect. It also has to be brief and simple. Ayaw naman natin i-take yung buong time, tapos nagkukwento lang tayo ng nagkukwento na wala na tayo sa purpose or sa goal na, you know, to have them, to introduce the products or to introduce the business itself. So a story that is too long or complicated will quickly lose the customer's interest. So pag mahaba masyado, lahat tayo, pag masyadong mahaba, nawawala na yung interest natin kasi it's either inaantok na tayo or we have something else on our mind na wala na yung focus natin dun sa story, right? Next, it has to be relevant. Kaya importante that we get to know the need of the customer first before we share our story. Make sure the story is relevant to the desires or the concerns of the customer, and it has revealed that the customer has shared to us, as well as to the customer's overall situation. So dapat makikita niya yung big picture that this business or these products will be able to help him in the long run. Hindi lang, you know, just on that situation or on that moment that you're talking to them. So a good story will help build rapport with the customer. And also it has to be inspiring. So the right story can inspire the customer to expect positive results from the products or the business opportunity that you offer. Paano ba siya magiging inspiring? Magiging inspiring siya pag tayo mismo, we believe in the product, we believe in, you know, the kaya nga own your story. You have to believe in what you're saying, and you have to live what you're saying. Hindi basta-bastang nagkukwento lang tayo but we're not living it. Hindi din pala yun yung lifestyle natin, di ba? You have to live it for it to be inspiring. Tapos pag nakita nila yung result sa atin or sa inyo as Amoy business owners, then that's something that can inspire them, you know, build the business or use the products as well. And it has to be memorable. Sabi ko nga, pag kwento, meron at merong maiiwan. There will be bits and pieces of information, memorable information that you will leave to the customer. The customer will remember a vivid and dramatic story, or, you know, an inspiring story, or, you know, kahit merong parts na negative but you end up with the positive, right? They can remember that and they can associate it with the products or the business opportunity that you offer. Dito naman sa Amoy, hindi naman parating, you know, rainbows and butterflies, di ba? Meron din tayong mga meron din tayong mga rocky roads, right? Meron din tayong mga pinagdaanan. So make sure that you're realistic about your story as well. Pakita mo rin sa kanila na, you know, there are times that we struggle, but because of perseverance, this is what happened. Di ba, mga ganon? All right. So it is important to keep your story short and clear and also concise. So 1 or 2 minutes when you create your story, that's already enough to convey the key message of a product that connects to the customer's need or concern. So alam na dapat natin kung ano yung mga relevant information na isasama natin in a specific product story, right? So A little goes a long way. Parang makeup lang. Diba? Avoid overwhelming the customer with too much information. Kasi kung makeup, pag sobrang dami, nagiging cakey. So pag story, pag sobrang dami, nagiging malabo. Right? Remember, it is likely that they have never heard of Amway or familiar with the products that we offer. So we want to make it short and clear and concise para yung tamang information lang yung makikip or mariretain sa kanila. Second, focus on the customer's primary needs. Masyado na tayong nag-enjoy sa story natin kung saan na tayo napunta. Meron ng mga ibang situation na naihalo, right? So focus on your customer's primary needs and remember to involve the customers, your customers with questions. So pag merong, di ba, parang na-experience mo rin ba yun? Or napagdaanan mo rin ba yun? Alam mo ba yung ganong feeling? Mga ganon. So you involve them with questions para yung kanilang attention bumabalik at bumabalik sa inyo. Keep in mind that not everyone will be interested in the same thing, right? So hindi siya one formula story. Iba-iba. Dapat alam din natin kung yung kausap natin, gusto niya ba ng upbeat? Gusto niya ba ng medyo perky? Or gusto ba nung kausap natin na medyo subtle lang, medyo quiet yung pagkakakwento? Merong ganon, di ba? Ayaw nila ng masyadong maingay. Ayan. So keep in mind that not everyone will be interested in the same thing and focus your product story on no more than 2 to 3 key benefits when you are sharing. So if you know a specific product, focus on 2 to 3 key benefits that resonates with their needs. And of course, keep it focused, not overwhelming. So wag masyadong madaming information kasi hindi po nila maaalala lahat yun. And you will still have time to move on to the next agenda. Remember, the conversation should be short because it is all about the customer, not about the sponsor. All right. So this helped with the engagement. So here are some final tips. 1 to 2 minutes in length. It is all about the customer. Also involve the customer with questions. Next, make sure that your story key message is based on benefits that meets the customer's needs. Ayan. And finally, never overclaim. Wag po tayong mag-overclaim kasi pwedeng ma-disappoint yung customer natin just because of the overclaiming. And that will not just affect one Amway business owner, it will affect the entire company. If you want to build trust with your customer, do not overclaim. We can stick with the features and the benefits that we have. Those are all available in the websites. If you have not checked the websites yet, meron na dun yung mga features and benefits. You can use those. And integrity and honesty are the foundation of our business. We want to build the trust so that we can keep the relationship. Remember that your story should be truthful, accurate, and not misleading. Dapat hindi siya misleading at all, right? So we just mentioned the need to use benefits in your story. Most of the products have many benefits. Hindi natin kailangan sabihin lahat. You need to focus on even one key benefit that connects to the customer's primary need or concern. And we have identified the need, and you can tell a great story tailored to that specific customer need. And what's next? Now that we need to build on that and speak more about the useful products that Amway offers. Diba? Kaya importante na alam natin or nakinig tayo sa customer and we build that relationship first para pag tayo na yung nagsalita, all ears din sila sa atin. Focus on sharing benefits on any product that matches the customer's primary need. Why benefits? Talking about the product benefits further supports your story. Lalo na if you have similar situation or similar needs, pag yung benefit yung specific benefit na nagmamatch sa kailangan ng customer ang nabanggit ninyo, close deal na yon. It can also help your customer better understand why Amway products are the solution to their unfulfilled need, right? And while your story shows why you got interested in the product, benefits will show specifically the uniqueness of our Amway products. And of course, it can differentiate them from the other brands out in the market. Remember that when you talk about benefits, you should only share the facts, that further prove details and support one key message that you have identified. Hindi kailangan basahin niyo yung buong website para ma-share niyo yung benefits. So depende kung ano po yung na-uncover natin na need ni customer. That's why we have to listen to those triggers. Next, how should you talk about product benefits? Again, 1 benefit or 3 to 5 benefits if it will help be based on the customer needs. It can, back up the key message and address the concerns of your customer. So avoid using superlative words like unique, premium, or best, one and only, mga ganun. Or, incomparable too often. Kasi pag masyado tayong exaggerated naman sa mga terms natin, baka isipin nila, ay, overclaiming na yan. So, wag natin masyadong exaggerate. However, when you do use them, pag ginamit naman natin itong mga superlative words na to, make sure that you describe what they mean. Like, for example, we are the only global vitamin and mineral brand to harvest, process, and to plant, to harvest, and to process plants on our own certified organic farms. Totoo naman yun, right? Only. Or you can say, our Nutrilite product, you can use our universal statement about the brand, like we use the best of nature with the best of science, right? So customer does not know what it means, and it will be interpreted in a way that he or she understands it. So you can explain to them, bakit best of nature, best of science, right? We have the certified organic farms. We have our Nutrilite, certified farms, right? And we have our Nutrilite Health Institute and so on. Kaya best of nature, best of science. This can and will differ from the meaning that Nutrilite brand put into this. So it is always good to provide brief 1-3 sentence explanation to every benefit. And be careful how you talk about premium. Sometimes comparing premium product with extremely expensive luxury items can make your customer feel that the product you are presenting is unaffordable. We have, it is well, for example, you say, artistry is a premium product when it comes to beauty. So parang iisipin nila pag sinabing premium ay mahal. So you have to back it up with an explanation. Why did you say premium? All right? Why did you say XX is a premium multivitamin, multimineral? Why? Right? Kaya minsan, pag gumamit tayo ng superlative word, we know how to back it up, or we can avoid using those words para hindi masyadong overwhelm sa mga superlative words ang ating customers. So when talking about products, the order matters. Ideally, when presenting products, you start with benefits first, then use the ingredients or the technology to support that benefit. So during our global research, when we used this order, we achieved better results because benefits are the primary reason that the customers buy the product. So if you talk about an ingredient, for example, make sure that you tie that ingredient to a benefit. Like for example, it has acerola cherry. So ano ba yung benefit ng acerola cherry? Kasi parang, okay, acerola cherry and then what, right? So you have to tie it up with the benefits that, it supports the immune system. It's good for regenerating the cells and good for our immune system, right? So yung mga ganun, dapat alam natin yung benefits ng specific ingredients na binabanggit natin. Technology can be exciting, but it often includes complicated or new words, lalo pag ang kausap na natin yung medyo mga advanced in age, ayaw naman natin sila masyadong i-bombard ng mga technology, diba? Like for example, BioQuest formula, Energy, liposome delivery system. It will not ring any bell sa kanila to buy the product because they don't understand it, right? So pwedeng iwasan na rin natin yung mga ganong words. If you are going to talk about technology, also make sure that it clearly supports the customer's needs. Pag ganon, techy yung customer natin, then we can probably use that para mas ma-amaze sila, right? And consider leaving some of the more technical information for later conversation. So let's keep it simple muna, especially during the first meet up. or during the first conversation. So when speaking about products benefits, remember it is a way that you can prove efficacy and the value of the product. This is where you can use your product knowledge and explain how Amway product is different from other products in the market. Remember that Amway gives two types of benefits to choose from. Universal and product specific. So to differentiate the product from other ones in the market, defer to explaining about the ingredients and the technology that are unique to Amway. So when speaking about products benefits, remember there are ways that you can prove the efficacy and the value of the product through clinical research, the results and ingredients, and third-party testing. Yeah. So clinical results examples, it reduces 99.9% of bacteria, and it provides daily dose of vitamins needed for good health. Mga ganon. If you talk about ingredients that leads to the results, specific ingredients that make this product unique. Like for example, our acerola C is the highest, the richest source of vitamin C. Yan, yung mga ganon. So third-party testing and credibility. Ito, most people are not familiar with NSF or the WQA. Most people are not familiar with that. So you can leave that in future conversation. But if you're talking to someone who's looking for, talaga tested ba yan ng ibang companies or kayo lang yung nagsasabi na ito yung mga awards and rewards nyo? Diba? Some people are looking for validation, right? So they don't know us and they don't trust us. So if they look for third-party certification or they see third-party certification, then that's something that can drive them to a decision to go with your product or go with your business. Also, remember that third-party testing and research that confirm the efficacy of the product adds a lot to credibility. So third-party testing or credibility validation results. Diba? Pag nakakita tayo ngayon, I'm sure most of you here are already familiar with NSF International, WQA seal, the gold seal, right? Pag nakakita na tayo ng ganun sa ibang mga products, then we know that they're serious with the claims that they have, right? So with our customers, remember, customers want to know the answers to what's in the product for me, how it will solve my need. That is why we talk about the benefits, and then we talk about the other matters after. So benefits are the reason customers purchase the product. Another way to support your story is to create product experience. So, since nasa pandemic pa rin tayo somehow, hindi tayo masyadong Hindi tayo masyadong nakakapagbigay ng product experience or nakakapag-demonstrate ng mga products, right? Especially with artistry, gusto natin yon. Marami dito sa Davao, they actually go to the artistry room and teach the new or the prospects or the new customers how to put on how to massage your face with a cleanser, yung mga ganon. We cannot do that now, but you can do that via Zoom, diba? Why not do that via Zoom and have your demonstration online, and you can still have a wide reach? Or pag halimbawa meron na kayong mga natanggap na mga freebies like the minis, yan, you can give that as as a gift to your customers so that they can have the product experience, because we all know the phrase seeing is believing, and if the customers believe you, that means you have formed a connection. Iba yung ganun eh. Iba yung kaagad-agad may experience sila, di ba? Showing a customer how a product can benefit can serve several purposes. So it can first provide proof points to the product benefits and what it does, kasi meron na silang first-hand experience. It can show the product technology and how it works. For example, if you've brought them here or in my Amway place, and you can show them an e-spring unit and have a demo of it, nakita agad nila. And also, it can display the product's ease of use. Also, it can serve to set up or create the customer's need for a product. Pwede hindi pa nila alam na kailangan pala nila yon, pero nakita lang nila sa my Amway place kasi dinala niyo siya doon. So parang, ay, oo, kailangan ko pala yan. This is probably right after your conversation, pag meron na kayong tour na nangyayari sa My Amway Place. So showing a customer how a product can benefit them can serve several purposes, right? Again, to show the efficacy and the quality of the product. It brings the product to life for the customer pag meron na silang experience. It helps them understand features and benefits, and it demonstrates a key proof point of the product. So again, you can demonstrate the product, you can show a video of the product. Marami tayo na, it's all available in our YouTube channel. And the production process, even our farms, you can have those videos displaying animations of how the product works. Diba? We have that for eSpring as well. Sharing online information or brochures, and offering expert testimonials from our team of Amway scientists. We also have those videos available. So you can share that to them. So deeper understanding of experiencing the product, why letting customers experience the product is important. It's demonstrating in a wider sense of this word can help convince someone to buy. Diba? Meron ba naka-experience sa inyo na dumaan lang kayo sa mall, nakitang biglang may pina-experience sa inyo, tapos naisip nyo, hay, oo, gusto ko yan. Ay, kailangan ko yan. Kahit, initially, hindi nyo naman talaga kailangan. But with that experience, dahil pinasubok sa inyo, biglang nagkaroon ng need, right? So effective product demonstration can be a powerful tool to help you potentially expand your retail sales. So if customers can try the product, see it in action, or learn the benefits, the better the chance that they're going to buy it from you. So, again, demonstrations can bring product to life and show the effectiveness and quality of the product that you are sharing. So most of the customers don't know about the products of Amway, especially. So you need to show it to them. Ngayon, I think it's already possible that you can, give them a visit or, invite them to My Amway Places. So good and effective demonstration, experience with the product demonstrates key proof points. It features the features and the benefits of the product while connecting it to the customer's needs. And it brings home what you said and further builds the credibility. So let's watch a video to learn more about product experience. Oops.
Imagine you're having a selling conversation with a customer. You've already shared some product facts and benefits. Now it's time to create a product experience. A customer is more likely to buy a product after they have a satisfying experience that brings the benefits to life. Experiences help customers better understand how a product meets their needs. You can create experiences in person or online, including using social media. Follow your customer's lead and use what they prefer. 3 effective kinds of experiences are samples, demos, and sharing videos, images, and tools. During in-person conversations, samples let customers try products like food and drinks. Meanwhile, approved product demos are perfect for in-person or online conversations. Demos show a product's effectiveness and quality. Customers can see how a product works and even some results. If you are together with the customer, you might perform the demonstration live yourself, view video and images together, or share them online. Plus, if you post an experience digitally using social media, other potential customers can find it. It's a great way to attract new followers, start new conversations, and create more selling opportunities. Approved product demos, videos, and tools are available on the Amway website and Amway social media accounts. You can also create your own to show how you use a favorite product in everyday life. There are a few standards to know about, so make sure you check out the Amway Rules of Conduct and the Digital Communication Standards for details. You can find tips on effective demos in the resources for this training. There are some products that are hard to demonstrate. Make sure to look at Amway's other tools to represent product in interesting ways. For example, Amway's website and catalogs have product details that add more credibility to your products and experiences. Finally, you can always remind a customer of the Amway Satisfaction Guarantee. If a customer purchases a product, tries it and experiences it, and is not completely satisfied, they can return it. a customer who has had a great experience is more likely to make a purchase. And they will be more open to other products' experiences, which can mean more sales. For more information, talk to your upline or check Amway resources.
All right. So now we already know what makes a good story. Yeah, I would like to stress on that. Don't forget to, lalo pag hindi pa kayo makakapag-demonstrate, right? Hindi pa natin sila ma-invite sa My Amway Place. Probably with, those that are far from our Amway places, My Amway places, pwede po tayong mag-share ng mga video. And don't forget the 100 days, 100% satisfaction guarantee. All right? So now that we already know what makes a good story, let's start learning how to craft effective product stories. All right, so again, there are 3 parts of a good product story, and we have to follow these steps to be able to craft a great product story. So again, beginning with the beginning or the introduction. So presenting the background, the setting, often describing the problem, challenge, or the conflict. Next is to attempting to solve the problem. That's the middle part. That's when you address the challenge or resolve the conflict. Next is the outcome or the resolution. It attempts to solve the problem and also address the challenge or resolve the conflict. So we have a lot of products here in Amway, right? So let's start, for example, with Double X. This is an example with Nutrilite Double X. In this scenario, the customer is someone who leads a stressful life. So she wants to take supplements. Diba? Halos lahat naman yata tayo, especially now, during the pandemic, gusto nating magkaroon ng strong immune system. So this customer believes that synthetic nutrients may be downright harmful, and she only recognizes the importance of plant-based supplements. So as you can see, we have 3 steps and components. So first, we present the background or the setting. So you can say, I was feeling continually run down and drained of energy. I examined my diet regimen and determined I was not getting the necessary nutrition. So yun yung challenge, right? And next is where we attempt to solve the problem or we address the challenge. So I decided to try Nutrilite Double X, or the next generation Double X. It's a convenient supplement that helped ensure I was getting all the vitamins, minerals, and phytonutrients I had been missing in my regular diet. Or, you can say it in the vernacular, naghahanap ako ng tamang supplements na may vitamins and minerals, pero wala talaga akong makitang kompleto. And of course, non-synthetic. Pero nung sinubukan ko na yung Nutrilite Double X, nalaman ko na ganito pala yung content ng it's 12 vitamins, 10 minerals, and 21 phytonutrients. So halos lahat ng kailangan ko na kulang sa diet ko, nakuha ko kay next generation Double X. And you can tell the outcome. So I've never felt better. Meron tayong mga ganong experiences. Nung umpisa, syempre hindi mo naman agad-agad mararamdaman. Pero in the long run, I felt better. Ang diet ko hindi na siya kulang, hindi na kulang just because of the food that I eat. Meron na akong pandagdag para makuha yung tamang amount ng vitamins and minerals, even phytonutrients for added antioxidants na kailangan ko, right? I'm also benefiting from the added antioxidant protection. Ayan. So you can say it in the vernacular, in your own dialect, or you can say it in English if you're an international Amway business owner and you're presenting to probably a Filipino or someone who doesn't understand your local dialect, right? So with these examples, did we overclaim? Meron bang overclaiming na nangyari? Wala. The claims that are mentioned here are truthful, accurate, and not misleading. Do you agree? I'm sure you do. So it's the story is aligned with the claims of our Nutrilite Double X. So dapat alam lang natin, ano lang ba yung binanggit kong benefits? Complete. Ang sinabi ko lang na benefits is the 12 vitamins, 10 minerals, and the phytonutrients for added antioxidant protection. Tatlo lang yun, di ba? Hindi masyadong marami. And it's not that complicated for someone else or for a first-time customer to hear. Next, let's try storytelling with a Nutrilite all-plant protein. So as you can see, we have in this example, or in this scenario, the customer is a workout buff. Ayan. So first, we present a problem. After graduating college, my son felt conscious with his body and started going to the gym. However, after each workout, he felt his muscles have no more energy and he felt too lazy to move, thus affecting his work. So, ano bang probably nangyari, naging busy na siya sa work, hindi na siya nakakapag-workout, so magkaroon ng muscle wasting. So when I learned that Nutrilite has a superior protein drink, I asked him to try all plant protein after each workout. Ayan. And then after taking the product, he doesn't feel tired anymore after each workout. And he even noticed that he has the energy to finish his own online work for several hours. So if you're looking at this example, meron bang nangyaring overclaiming? I would like pwede po tayong sumagot sa chat box pala pag nagtatanong ako, no? Kasi syempre hindi ko naman kayo maririnig from the other side of the mobile phone or the laptop. And yung bang binanggit natin na benefits, are these truthful, accurate, and not misleading? And also, another question, is it aligned to the claims of our Nutrilite all plant protein? Yan. So that's why it's important, no, that we know the product and we have tried the product. If not us, personally, pwedeng, a story that we've heard from our upline or a story of a family member who actually tried the product as well. Ayan. Let's try Nutrilite Acerola C. Siyempre, ito, one of the favorite products here in Amway. Okay. So in this scenario, the customer is an adult who do not regularly eat fruit or vegetables. Sino pong nakaka-relate? Sino hindi masyado mahilig sa fruits and vegetables? He is also smoking, and because smoking can deplete the vitamin C in our body, Nutrilite Acerola C is offered, right? So first, we present a problem. As I get older, I need to be more intentional about incorporating healthy habits into my diet. So one thing I realized was lacking was the regular inclusion of vitamin C in my diet. Alam natin yung pinaka-benefit ng vitamin C sa ating immune system, right? So rather than changing my diet, I decided to try Nutrilite Acerola C supplement. So I no longer have concerns about the levels of vitamin C in my diet. It was clear to me that this supplement is made of powerful natural sources of vitamin C, like acerola cherries, and this was a great decision for my short and long-term health. Ayan. So that's just an example. You can say that in vernacular sa Filipino or in Bisaya or in Ilonggo, kung ano po yung local dialect ninyo para mas madaling makakonect naman yung kausap natin. So in this scenario, ang sinabi niya lang na benefits is of course she presented the problem, and she presented the middle part of the story where she attempted to solve the problem, and she showed the outcome, right? When she said na it's a powerful source of vitamin C, which is the acerola cherry. Tapos ito na yung ginagamit niya for short and long-term health benefits. All right, next, we also have M-Boost. Ayan. So in this scenario, the customer just graduated from law school and is currently reviewing for a bar exam. So probably kailangan niya ng focus, right? My parents were getting older and I started to worry about their well-being, especially maintaining their memory. So I recommended to my dad that he try the Nutrilite M-Boost dietary supplement. So this is, the ABO sharing her story. Then she tried to solve the problem. So he was hesitant at first. See, merong part na hindi naman kaagad positive, right? But when I told him about the focus on science, quality, and phytonutrients, he decided to give Nutrilite M-Boost a chance. And then after that, binigay niya yung outcome. So to his amazement and my relief, the supplement helped him remember things more vividly. It worked so well, he got my mom to start taking M-Boost too, and she's experiencing the same great results. So if you want, a memory booster, then you can actually try M-Boost or Nutrilite M-Boost as well. Who knows, it might help you have the focus, and it might help your brain remember all the information that you need for your bar exam. Parang ganun lang, right? Medyo madali siyang sabihin, pero as you go, if it's your own story, it's easier to tell, right? These are just examples on how you put your stories together. So, kailangan may ano yung problem, tapos ano yung binigay natin na possible solution, and then ano yung naging solution. And of course, we have the Nutrilite Daily. Let's try this. So, in this scenario, the customer is a call center agent. So, may kinakausap si ABO na customer call center agent who has a busy lifestyle and irregular food habits. As you can see, presenting the problem muna, my friend in his 30s was concerned about his health. So, he wanted to have more energy and strong immune system because he was always stressed out. He lacks sleep and unhealthy lifestyle. O di ba yun palang stressed out, lacks sleep, unhealthy lifestyle. Yung call center agent nakaka-connect ka agad dyan, right? I introduced to him Nutrilite Daily, which delivers balanced nutritional support when there are greater demands on the body. And I'm proud that we have a perfect combination of 11 vitamins, 8 minerals, and blend of 6 phytonutrients. Imagine all that in the body. That is just superb. So after taking the Nutrilite Daily for 2 weeks, truly he saw a big difference. So probably hindi na siya parating stressed, hindi na siya parating antukin, right? He noticed that he could do more. He feels the difference thanks to Nutrilite Daily. So hindi na siguro siya as, as matamlay because of the stress and puyat and unhealthy lifestyle. So I'm sure the call center agent can relate to that. So meron ba tayong overclaiming na nangyari? Wala. Ang talagang binigay niya lang is the benefits or the features that our Nutrilite Daily has, which has 11 vitamins, 8 minerals, and 6 blends of phytonutrients, right? And syempre, normal naman na magkaroon ng effect since these are vitamins and minerals. I mean, in general knowledge, vitamins and minerals can really make our body better. Right? Next, let's try artistry naman. So here's an example. In this scenario, the customer is a friend who is complaining about her eye bags. Oh, sino pang hindi nakaka-relate sa eye bags? Sino pong walang eye bags dito? Right? So I began to notice that visible wrinkles, dullness, and darkened areas were appearing around my eyes. Halos lahat tayo, especially for women 30 plus and above. Nakaka-experience na tayo and we have concerns about that already, di ba? I wanted to do something to keep my eyes looking fresh and young. So I have tried many other skincare solutions and nothing gave me the results that I was looking for. Finally, I learned about Artistry Supremal X from a fellow business owner, and she told me that she had been using this Artistry Supremal X, LX cream pa pala yung nandito, with, which helps act up to 15 years younger. So I noticed the benefit all around my eyes within days. And I couldn't believe how many people commented on the difference in my appearance. Right? So, ganun lang. Kinuwento niya kung ano yung problem niya or ano yung concern niya. Hindi naman problem, a concern. Tapos, sinabi niya kung ano yung ginawa niya to address that concern and kung ano yung outcome na na-experience niya. So, it's a probability that, the customer that she's talking to will be able to connect with her. Ayan. Sino po ba ang mga nanay dito or mga homemakers or kahit, mga dads who stay at home? All right, so we also have home dish drops, no? Let's try home dish drops. Let's try presenting the home dish drops. So let's say in this scenario, the customer is a stay-at-home mom or a young mom who is busy taking care of 3 kids. So gusto niya effective products, yung hindi talaga na, it will not take much of her time. So you can say, I was so tired of rinsing, cleaning, and re-cleaning my dishes. So the dish soap I was using before just wasn't getting it done. Nobody wants to wash dishes before they put them in the dishwasher and wash them again after they take them out. But that was what I was doing. So pwedeng sabihin nyo, in Filipino, in Filipino terms, ayokong paulit-ulit na natapos ko ng hugasan. Tapos nung tinanggal ko ay nung ikikip na, 'di ba? Nung ikikip na, mapansin niyo meron pa ring sebo. Ayoko na maulitin pa ulit na hugasan, 'di ba? Nakaka-take time 'yon. So one day, soon after I started selling Amway products, I decided to try Amway Home Dish Drops. So Amway Home Dish Drop is effective in cleaning yet gentle on the skin. So pwede ding yung skin problem din yung i-share ninyo, tapos ito din yung magiging solving a problem part or the middle part of your story. Since then, I've only had to wash my dishes once in the dishwasher, or if we're doing it manually, dito sa Pilipinas, halos we do it manually, no dishwasher, to get them completely clean. Now, I spend less time washing dishes and more time with my family. Sino ba yung may gustong paulit-ulit? Di ba? Kasi pag nakita niya, ay, ang dami pa palang sebo, ulitin mo na naman. So that will take your time instead of you spending it with your family, di ba? So, meron ba tayong nakitang overclaiming in this scenario? Wala, right? So, halos lahat ng nabanggit natin ng mga benefits are truthful, accurate, and not misleading. All right? And next, probably pwede ding ang concern niya is saving in consumption. So we have concentrated dish drops. So they don't have to always buy because, they can dilute it and they will be able to enjoy the dish drops for how many washes, right? That's just, one of the benefits that you can share. Also, if it's about eSpring. So in this scenario, the customer is probably a resident in Mandaluyong who regularly orders bottled water because he is concerned about the water quality in his area. So pwedeng, for example, itong example, I was hosting a party for some family and friends, and then when I brought out the iced water, one of my guests made a comment about how cloudy the water was. So probably it's full of chlorine, di ba? I invested in eSpring to improve the quality of my tap water. I noticed improvement in water taste, odor, and clarity. Hindi niya naman binanggit lahat ng benefits ni eSpring, right? Even better, I learned that this was because eSpring effectively removes more than 140 different contaminants and destroys more than 99% of waterborne bacteria and viruses. Nako, napaka-timely niyan, especially at this season or this time that we are experiencing right now. And then showing the outcome, I've never been ashamed to serve lemonade with water from my eSpring water treatment system. I would recommend eSpring to anyone who is questioning his water quality or safety. Nako, it's very important, no, especially for those who are living in yung mga congested na areas to still have clean water source, right? So I'm sure pagdating sa ganyan, maraming makaka-relate. Okay, next. So here are some storytelling guidelines. So always remember, ask questions. Parate, ask questions to know their real needs. And you should never assume, ito kailangan niya. So ikukwento ko. Di ba? Hindi ka pwedeng magkwento lang basta-basta na hindi mo pa kilala si customer. Kasi parang, you're just wasting your time because hindi naman nagre-resonate sa kanya. Wala namang connect sa kanya. Dapat alam natin yung need nila and dapat swak ang kwento natin sa need nila. So when discussing benefits, share the facts that further prove the details and support one key message that you have identified. Kaya it's important that we have experienced the product and of course, we are knowledgeable about the product that we are sharing as well. Demonstrations in wider sense of this word can help convince someone to buy. If we can have a demonstration even online or have them watch our scientist videos, then that can help as well. Effective product demonstrations can be a powerful tool to help you potentially expand your retail sales. And if customers can try the product, and they can see it in action, or they can learn the benefits right then and there, then the better the chance that they are going to buy. Also, keep your story short, clear, and concise. 1 or 2 minutes is enough to convey the key message of a product that connects to the customer's need or concerns that you have uncovered. So a little goes a long way. We should avoid overwhelming with benefits and features. Diba? Wag masyadong maraming information. Remember, it is likely that they have never heard of Amway or familiar with the product. So bawasan din natin yung mga masyado nating superlative words. So again, always remember to be authentic and do not make up stories. It's not good to fake your stories. People nowadays are smart, right? They can easily access information to confirm if what you're telling them is true or not. And it is very important that you don't overclaim. You must stick to the facts and the actual benefits of the products, especially, you know, your own experience. Some people who make up a story just to make a sale can sometimes get away with it the first time. But again, there will never be a second time for that. They can lose credibility, and eventually people will have a hard time trusting that kind of person who's making up stories, right? So now that we learned how to craft product stories, how do we do this naman on social media? Ngayon pa na sobrang, you know, everybody's using social media, right? Everybody's dancing on Facebook. Everybody's exercising on Facebook. Everybody's showing their lifestyle on Facebook. So the best performing content looks authentic, not like a traditional advertisement. So hindi masyadong superficial. Mas maganda yung everyday life, which everybody can connect with. Content that you share should show how Amway products fit naturally and seamlessly within your exciting and your inspiring lifestyle as Amway business owners. So when talking about products on social media, whether in a private message or a public post, focus on how a product will benefit your prospects and how it connects with their needs and show the result of using it. So storytelling, let's start. So first, we build personal connection. Hindi dapat, you know, hindi dapat tayo basta-basta nag-share and making it a spam. Make yourself more relatable. So let's look at an example. If you love, for example, outdoor adventures, what can you showcase? What product can you showcase? Probably XS or Nutri-Light products, right? That, for example, protein, yan. That will keep you going on a long hike or, you know, mountain climbing. You could also show your own personal growth. Yan. For example, maybe you aspire to run a marathon and decide to show how Amway products help you maintain health during your training. Right? So, yung journey mo before that specific marathon, for example, pwede mo ring ipakita. So, story, magiging story siya. And that can be relatable to some and even inspirational to others. So, you can showcase aspects of your lifestyle and personal journey that people will be able to relate to, and better yet, they want to emulate yung gusto nilang gayahin. Also, integrate products that you sell and product stories. Yan. So, siguro during the journey that you're showing in those videos, ngayon, like second videos, marami nang napapakita, di ba? So, we can learn that too. So apart from, you know, the lifestyle, you can incorporate the products in those short videos as well. And always comply with the digital communication standards in all your online contents. So you may post a video or photo with captions containing your product stories on Facebook. Maraming nagpa-Facebook dito. Sino po bang walang Facebook dito? Yan. So Facebook, if you post your stories on Facebook, it can be viewed by your friends or by the public. Apart from this, you can also use Facebook page, your own Facebook page, and create product stories that are connected to the persona of your Facebook page. For example, you're a full-time mom. Tapos ganun, yung mga sinishare nyo ng mga videos are all about, you know, your day-to-day activities inside the house, right? How do you take care, or what you use to clean your dishes, or how do you clean your countertops, mga ganon, right? So whatever persona you're trying to use or you're trying to share in your Facebook page. So shorter posts nowadays get better engagement. So a good rule of thumb is to keep the lengths of your post to a maximum of 120 characters. Huwag masyadong mahaba. Kasi minsan yung pag mga mahaba na ayaw na natin basahin, di ba? Or pag mahabang video na ayaw na natin panoorin. While hashtags can be utilized on Facebook, it's best to use them sparingly. So huwag masyadong maraming hashtags. Yun lang what you think is relevant to the post that you have. Also, you can tell stories on Instagram through photos and engaging captions. Meron na rin tayong mga reels in Instagram. Add effective hashtag to make it searchable and increase engagement. Apart from this, you can also use the Instagram stories. So using this feature gives you the opportunity to show that you're authentic and relatable, especially if you're comfortable on camera. Merong pwedeng, merong pwedeng kita yung face nyo or pwedeng audio lang nakikita. I'm sure you are seeing that everywhere on Facebook and on Instagram. Make it creative. But if they can hear your voice or if they can see your face, that will make it more authentic. Mas makaka-relate sila sa inyo. So the character limit for photo captions on Instagram is generous. So this provides an opportunity to tell a great story alongside your photo and provide your audience with better context para mas maintindihan nila kung ano yung gusto ninyong i-convey na message into a particular topic. And we also have YouTube. That's a perfect platform for telling stories through videos. Di ba maraming nanonood ng mga YouTube ngayon, kahit yung mga 5-minute makeup. You can create that on YouTube using artistry products. So if you can use YouTube if you are telling stories about beauty products such as our artistry studio, our artistry skincare, diba? So you can show them, how I remove my makeup and take care of my face after a long day. Yeah, and you can make a video about that. Keep it short. If you can edit it to, just probably a 5-minute makeup video, then sobrang useful yan sa maraming tao, especially the busy ones. YouTube is a good platform for your newly launched products as well. So, not just that, in YouTube, you can find Amway product videos that you can share to your friends as well. So when doing storytelling video, remember that people have short attention spans. So don't make it very long. Keep them hooked on specific products and specific benefits. Keep them, dapat from the beginning to the end of the video, sobrang catchy yung mga words or yung mga sentences na sinasabi nyo, and something that they can benefit from as well. So, there are other platforms that we can use. My Snapchat, my TikTok, there's WeChat, there's Twitter, right? So you can share your stories there as well, or so you can share your lifestyle posts there as well. So here's an example about Nutrilite glucosamine. So in this post, you can identify 3 steps and components. So first, the background or the setting. Ayan, so ano ba sinabi dito? Because of poor diet choices and lack of discipline, I encountered some discomforts in my joints at young age. Tapos, let's go to the attempting to solve the problem. It says here, I took Nutrilite glucosamine because it has ingredients that help improve joint function. And then we tell the outcome or the resolution. After about 3 weeks of taking it, I feel better, especially in my knees and feet. Hashtag fun run. Right? So that's just an example of a post in Instagram. May nakita ba kayong overclaiming? Wala. And most information that are mentioned are truthful, accurate, and not misleading. So nag-a-align siya sa claims that we have for Nutrilite glucosamine. Next, for example, Nutrilite omega-3. So, you can read that aloud para namang maririnig ko kayong lahat, right? So as you can see, we have the first part which presents the challenge or the problem. So blessed to have a moment like this with grandma. She is 72 years old and I was worried about her health, so I gave her Nutrilite omega-3, which is beneficial in the maintenance of healthy cholesterol levels. All right, and then they attempt to solve the problem. So far, ayan pala with the omega-3, and then the outcome so far, she barely have concerns with high blood pressure nor her cholesterol levels after taking it. Hashtag love grandma. Ayan. And next, we also have an example here. Oh, sorry. Ayan. So here's an example about Youth Extend naman. Eye cream. So first is presenting the problem. So I'm 25 years old, but sometimes I look old because of my big eye bags, which I always get from sleepless nights. Tapos we attempt to solve the problem, or we address the challenge. But now, because of Youth Extend, eye cream, even if I only got 2 hours of sleep last night due to K-drama marathon. Sino pong nakaka-relate na nagka-K-drama dito? I still don't look like a zombie. Ha ha ha. Parang galing sa 10 hours sleep or 10 oras na tulog. Ayan. So merong resolution after. So again, you present the problem or the challenge, and then you attempt to solve the problem. What did you do? And then after that, you show the resolution, or how the problem was solved with your Amway or artistry products. All right, so let's watch a video to learn more.
As a business owner, you already know how important it is to communicate effectively with customers and others in your network. Effective communication can boost your sales and your business, and the same is true when you connect with people using social media. Here are a few tips to get you started. First, be yourself and be authentic. People are following you for you, not the products you sell. Your post should reflect your passions, interests, and lifestyle. Together, these create your personal brand. Social media helps you get your personal brand in front of other people who love the same things. When they can tell that you're authentic, they'll trust you and likely continue to follow you to see more. You can also follow people with the same interests. It's a good way to build your community and learn from others. They may even follow you back. As your community grows, engage your followers. Open-ended questions and start conversations. Encourage people to share their stories, post photos or videos they can relate to. Take time to read comments and messages and respond quickly, ideally within 1 or 2 days. People engage on a post, the social media platform's algorithm will show that post to even more people. More views, more exposure, so respond to those posts. Engaging with followers means getting to know your audience, understanding their wants, needs, and interests. Once you do, you can share more relevant content. Occasionally, you can check in with your followers by directly sharing an article or video that matches their interests, or sending a customer a direct message asking if they need a product refill. Be sure to post consistently. Stick to a schedule so followers know when they'll hear from you. Don't feel pressure to post every day if it doesn't fit your schedule. It's better to make thoughtful posts a few times a week than to post each day just because you feel you have to. When you post, keep it short and simple. Aim for text that can be 5 seconds or less. Last, post more often about your life than about your business. This ups your authenticity and shows followers how the products you do share naturally make your life better. For example, if you love to hike, share photos of your favorite trails when you go. Every so often, the XS Sports Protein Bar gave you an extra boost. Once you start investing time in social media, you'll want to know if it's effective. Many social media platforms have metrics that show how you're doing. Choosing to set up a business account will give you insight as to how your content is performing. Check out Amway Digital Communication Standards to make sure that all your business posts follow Amway Digital Communication Standards. Remember, using social media to communicate effectively starts with having a solid plan. Talk with your upline about your business goals and how social media can help you reach them. For more information, check out Amway Resources.
All right, so I have a challenge for everybody who's joining us tonight. You know, if you can, hindi naman kailangan agad-agad, but if you can make a post on Instagram, product stories about all plant protein. You know, you can actually incorporate all plant protein to any types of recipes that you have, or any types of beverages. Pwede nyo yung i-add, or Nutrilite Lecithin E, artistry, Youth Extend, or you know, our artistry skin nutrition, also our Amway home products, and our agriculture products. If you can make, you know, stories about that, and probably put the hashtag, you know, the hashtag about that specific product, and you can also tag Amway Philippines so that we will be able to see those posts para makita naman natin kung merong natutunan yung ating Amway business owners sa ating training today. All right. So what are your next steps after this? What are you going to do? We have covered a lot of material in a short time. Sobrang mahaba na pala. It's already 7:30. Don't worry. We will be taking some time next to practice and work together to help you craft a great product story. We have social media training available, or social selling workshop available for everybody. So pag nakita nyo po na meron schedule ng social selling workshop, please join so that you will be able to understand and practice how to post on different social media platforms. So again, storytelling is not something new to Amway. Over 60 years ago, our founders, Rich DeVos and Javen Ando, started a soap business by telling the stories, right? Sabi ko nga, they went door to door to be able to share the products and the vision of Amway. So the idea is we connect people from all walks of life with a common thread of wanting to achieve more. And this thread is universal, regardless of the culture, the heritage, the race, and the nationality. Everyone wants a better life for themselves and for their family. So after this, you can also join our how to start selling to a small group training. Again, with how to start selling courses, we have 6 courses available for you. Kung bago po kayong ABO, don't miss any of these training. We have why selling. That's to teach new ABOs to understand why they sell a product and how it will genuinely help their customers, resulting in natural sales process and experience. Also, we have how to approach a new customer. Siyempre, we want to equip new ABOs the skills on how to approach new customers, especially with the new ones. Paano bang makipag-usap sa mga customers? How do we start a conversation online and offline? Also, starting with brand differentiators. Of course, we want to equip our new ABOs the skills that will help them identify the unique features, aspects, and benefits of Amway products so that they can start selling confidently offline and online as well. And we have this training, the selling through storytelling. So dapat alam natin kung paano ikuwento yung mga experiences natin with our products and with the Amway business as well, and how to start selling to a small group. So it will equip new ABOs the skills in selling to a small group to be able to start their journey to success in this business. So we also have our survey online. No, we want to know your thoughts. Let us know what you think about Amway Philippines training, our methodology, our delivery, and the content, so we will know how we can improve your training experience and better meet your expectations. So we actually sent a link on our Viber groups. I hope, let me try if I can share that link on our chat box as well. So pag meron po kayo sa Amway Philippines Viber, Amway Philippines official Viber group, kindly kindly answer the survey that we have. We need your feedback, nakalagay doon. Sobrang laking, we need your feedback. Ayan. And I will share the link in our chat box right now. So you can click on this link. That's our official survey para po malaman namin how we can serve you better or how we can improve our training delivery and other information that you want to share with us as well. With that being said, meron po akong feedback poll that I would like everyone to answer today regarding our training about selling through storytelling. So I hope you can find time or take time to answer this as well, so that we'll know your thoughts about this training, if it's relevant for you, if the delivery is okay. So yeah, I already launched that. Sana po you can take time to answer that. All right. And also, you can access more training contents online if you want to know more about the products, especially for new Amway business owners. Kung gusto nyo pong malaman yung mga features and benefits ng mga products natin, even, skills on how to build your Amway business, you can actually access those courses online. We have that available. You just have to log on to our website, www.amway.com.ph. Click on education, click on online training, and choose your desired course. You can share that to your prospects, to your friends online, and you can learn anytime, anywhere on your own pace. Okay. So again, to wrap this up, your stories must be shared. Right? It's important that your stories must be shared. You're out there changing communities and transforming the world one person at a time because of our mission. Allow others to see the incredible opportunity and the wonderful future you envision, and the way that your audience is an essential part of your amazing mission to help other people live better lives. So I hope you will be able to make your stories relevant to those people around you. Thank you for joining us tonight. Stay safe and healthy. My name is Clancy. I hope you learned a lot from our training today. Let me know if you have questions. Let me just check the chat box. Ayan. So, nag-send pala ulit. Nag-send ulit si Vivian. Thank you very much, Vivian, for sending the link for our survey. Yes, we want to know your thoughts about it. Okay. And all right. So kung wala na pong questions, I'm also checking Facebook. Agree storytelling is a great tool in sharing products to customers. Thank you very much. Mr. Rosita said, same to you, watching from San Antonio, Zambales. Wow, ang layo na pinanggalingan natin. Merong watching from Bansalan. Ayan. So, of course, we're nationwide. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. I hope you can still share. This training is available on our Facebook page, Amway Philippines Training. Pwede nyo pa rin po itong i-share in the future, tomorrow, tonight, the next week, to your downlines, especially the new ABOs kung hindi pa po sila nakapag-attend nito, so that they will be equipped on how to share their stories effectively to their prospects and to their customers as well. Again, thank you very much for joining me. Have a good day. Stay safe and healthy. This is Clancy. Thank you very much. Bye for now.